Thanks for tuning in. Today we'll be discussing how to convert SDR to HDR. Today, 4K UHD high dynamic range has become the prominent delivery and archive standard for high-end television and film. Most often, Dolby Vision is the preferable HDR delivery format. In the case where the source content is only available in SDR, it will first need to be converted into HDR before a Dolby Vision master can be made. This crucial step is most often not well done. By using the Colorfront engine perceptual remap, we will achieve an impressive HDR experience that honors the original creative vision, i.e. keeping the contrast ratios and color of the original SDR master. Let's get started. For transcoder, we are starting with a previously graded SDR master. On our timeline, we have a ProRes 444 file which displays its source metadata as Gamma 2.4 with Rec 709 color primaries. Just to make sure, I am using the analyzer from within Colorfront transcoder to verify that the image content is the same as what the metadata says. To convert SDR to HDR, go to the node page. In this menu, add a Colorfront engine node. To do this, you will need to right-click or else press the A key to add the node. Select color space and then select CFE node. Once you have the node, bring up the option by pressing H to show the heads-up display. In this window, select In Preset, then choose your preset. In this case, we are going to select BT709 100 nits. Now select your Out preset. We will be using Rec 2020 PQ 1000 nits. Going back to our viewer menu, you can see that the converted SDR image does not look quite right. Now when we switch the analyzer to HDR, the application performs adequate conversion in the viewer for the image to look right for the current display setup. Other parameters one can adjust are ambient surround, HDR amount, colorfulness, and the maximum nit level. As an example, some creative people may want a maximum of 350 nits for HDR. Presets can be created, saved, and recalled if desired. If necessary, you can play the content side by side and review before, after for reassurance that you are doing it correctly. Now we are ready to perform the Dolby Vision analysis. We need to create per frame metadata. To do this, we are going to go back to our node page, right mouse click, select Grading, then select Dolby Vision. Once you have the Dolby Vision node, you can click and drag it to add it to your pipeline. As before, press the H hotkey or double left click to select your settings. In order to perform the analysis, select Initialize next to the Statistic radio button. You'll receive a pop-up message on the screen where the system will say, "There are no PQ stats available. Do you want to render stats?" Click Yes. Once the analysis calculation is finished, you should now see a green line on the timeline. This means that frame-based metadata is present for this file. Next, go to the timeline pull-down menu. Select Cut Detection based on light levels. This process will set each and every shot on the timeline to be used correctly using the Dolby Vision dynamic metadata. Now you will need to initialize that data. To do this, go back to your Dolby Vision node by left-clicking and click Initialize. This will ensure that the metadata stays per frame but remains constant within each shot boundaries. Once this is done, you can export the metadata XML. Export a ProRes file, create an IMF, or simply deliver an HEVC file depending on your deliverable needs. To export an XML, go to File, Dolby Vision, and select Export XML Master Metadata from Active Track. Another simple way is to use forms in the Colorfront web UI. This will help remove the complexity and automate the process. From a single interface, every step is included into one easy-to-use web form. To do this, go to the form that says Convert SDR to Dolby Vision HEVC with frame-based metadata. Then select the source SDR video file by browsing to its location. Select your HDR peak luminance, active image area aspect, and HEVC profile setting based on your desired results. Lastly, select your output folder and click Submit. This will accomplish all of the desired steps. Let's watch the result. For more information, visit our website at colorfront.com.